Just before qualifying as a professional accountant, I began work with Revenue Canada in Victoria, British Columbia. I was soon moved to the Scientific Research and Experimental Development Tax Incentive Program as a financial auditor. I spent most of my career working with claimants as either a tax auditor or as a tax representative working on the other side. In 2008, as a tax manager with PricewaterhouseCoopers in Vancouver, I wrote a guide to the SR&ED program and presented it to the Canada Tax Foundation event in Winnipeg. While the definition of eligible activities has remained pretty much unchanged since it was first introduced, various flavors of politician have restricted and more recently expanded the program. Over its 40-year history, it has been a kind of secret weapon for technology startups in Canada. Companies engaging in what the OECD would call experimental development make up about 95% of claims. Of these, about 50% involve some form of software development. At the Hatchery, it's clear to us that the growth playbook for startups is being rewritten. Aggressive anti-immigrant policies in the U.S. and the abandonment of free trade has meant that entrepreneurs and investors are challenging the assumptions underpinning the miracle of Silicon Valley. VC-funded technology startups only make up about 20% of high-value IPOs and acquisitions in the U.S. This despite the impression most of us have when listening to the media. Increasingly, venture capitalists are looking out of touch. The Canadian angel capital ecosystem isn't much better. Founders are looking to stay adaptable and flexible and using strategies like contracting first, particularly with U.S.-based clients, coupled with our highly competitive small business tax rates. Our non-dilutive SR&ED tax incentives let entrepreneurs develop their minimum viable products and extend their runway, often recovering 50% or more of development costs while generating revenue. This new playbook is beginning to look like the smart choice,